Okay, my question is for the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. Speaker, on this side of the House, we know the Liberals, heavily supported by the NDP, left Ontario in a housing crisis. Our most vulnerable were left with broken, unlivable community housing stock that was only getting worse. Individuals were penalized for trying to go to school and become self-sufficient. But in April, our government announced a path forward for community housing in Ontario. The minister provided tangible solutions that protected the most vulnerable from criminal activity, clear the waitlist for affordable housing, and simplify the overly complex rent-geared-to-income rules. Mr. Speaker, can the minister please explain to this House what real change looks like for community housing in Ontario?
Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
Thanks, Speaker, and I want to thank the member for Burlington, who has continued to work hard for her constituents on this file. Speaker, the member's right. Instead of providing solutions, the previous Liberal government, supported by the NDP, really put us on a hook not only for a $15 billion deficit, but also an inefficient housing system that really didn't meet people's needs. About a month ago, Speaker, I was pleased to announce our government's community housing renewal strategy. We're investing over $1 billion in 2019-2020 alone to both sustain, repair, and grow Ontario's community housing system. We're going to be doing a number of things, as the member mentioned. We're going to make it easier to both predict and calculate rent for tenants and for landlords. We're going to ensure that individuals that are seeking opportunities to go to work or go to school aren't penalized by the system. We're going to be doing a number of initiatives that make the system more effective and more efficient. But most importantly, Speaker, we need to meet people's needs. That's the number one.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you for the minister, because you're definitely finding the needs for the people and the most vulnerable, and they have reached out over and over again. Speaker, this minister has been incredibly busy these past few weeks. He has introduced our community housing renewal strategy a month ago. Then last week he announced a comprehensive plan to increase market supply across Ontario so that individuals and families can find that home that fits their life and their budgets. This plan provides hope to so many new couples who are looking to buy their first home, or the families who need more than 700 square feet, and young adults who need a place to rent near work. Mr. Speaker, can the minister please highlight this plan and legislation that brings more homes and more choices to the people of Ontario?
Minister to reply.
Thanks again, Speaker. And again, I want to thank the member for Burlington for that question. Our government believes that everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves a place to call home. As the member said last Thursday, I was in Scarborough with our amazing Minister of Seniors and Accessibility to launch More Homes, More Choice, Ontario's Housing Supply Action Plan, and later that day on Thursday, I was able to present our legislation, More Homes, More Choice Act, here in the House. This plan and legislation, if passed, will put affordable home ownership in reach for many Ontario families and provide more people with the opportunity to live closer to where they work. It's a responsible plan, Speaker. It's a sustainable plan, and it will help reduce red tape and increase housing supply that is desperately needed in this province. We're moving forward, Speaker.
Response.
The bill, if passed, will help Ontarians, and I look forward to support from the other side of the House as well.